Pro Box fans here with Adam Smith. Adam, we've just seen an amazing spectacle. Chris Eubank Jr. beating Conor Benn, unanimous decision. But regardless of the result, what a fight, man! Talk to me about that. You were commentating. Talk to me about what you saw.
I just spoke to Conor, and absolutely there were no losers tonight. It was a phenomenal fight. One of the great scraps I think we've had in a British ring. What atmosphere! Chris Senior wandering in. I thought that was one of the shots of the year as well. It was just. Everything came together. It was a fabulous night, wonderful for the crowd, terrific fight, one of the great fights, really great fights. I thought Chris won not as wide as the judges. I thought he won by probably a couple of rounds. So I thought the right guy got it, but it wasn't about that. For me, it was about the heart, the soul, the spirit, the guts, the courage, everything they threw into it. The two of them fused together like Eubank and Benn did all those years ago. So 3 decades of this, and it's just reignited the rivalry again, and we have to have a rematch. Just speaking to Nigel, he wants it next. I think Conor wants it next. Eddie was talking about maybe going down in weight, and I think that if they want to get it on, they do it again, in 6 months' time, and we will come back here.
For you though, if the rematch was to happen, do you feel like there's going to be some sort of difference in regards to rehydration clauses and weights and everything, because Chris Eubank Jr. has won and maybe he can dictate the terms a little bit towards his favour?
And he said that they'll be the same terms. I don't know. Look, ultimately it's 6 months down the line. Chris will be a little bit older. That fight would have taken a lot out of both of them. Conor was fresher to me at times in that fight tonight, and I was surprised by how he kept going for the 12 rounds. He was tired 11th and 12th, but I was pretty impressed with Conor Benn tonight, especially going up in weight. And I thought Chris boxed really well in patches and just showed his probably extra experience, bit of authority, bit of power. But I think, look, they'll work out the contract for the rematch, and it's just got to happen because 70,000 fans tonight and everyone watching at home want it. So, and His Excellency wants it, so that's the.
More importantly, I think His Excellency.
Exactly, yeah. It was lovely. Actually, he came round to the commentary thing tonight. He put his arm around on me. It was with Mike Coppinger, because I was commentating with Mike tonight. It was really good. Great first event for the Ring magazine, and onwards and upwards. But we've got to see a rematch. It was an unbelievable fight.
Is that the only way that you can think? Because obviously Eddie was saying in that press conference that maybe 147 safer for him, but Nigel spoke to Nigel Benn, and he said, look, he can't go back to 147 and then go back to 160. It's going to be too tough. So let's stay at 160, get the rematch done, and then look at world title at 147.
He's not a middleweight, but ultimately he took the challenge tonight and he performed so well in it. He didn't win, but it was so close that I think you've got to go again, and he'll learn from that. He'll go back to the drawing board. They've shared 12 rounds together. Why not share another 12? It's going to be a fantastic spectacle. The second fight, there'll be all the hoopla before, and who knows what the fathers will end up doing. But it was just great. For me, the two things tonight were Chris Eubank Sr. turning up. That just blew me away. I thought it was amazing, and the 12th round, when I just sort of put the mic down and thought, wow, thank you. And it's just the respect for the gladiators. A lot of people have been saying that this fight shouldn't happen, the controversy, the difficulties with everything, but ultimately you get a fight like that when the two of them just bare their souls. I mean, that's why we love boxing.
Actually, just found one talking about Senior. How good is it? Just outside of boxing, forget what happened in that ring, that Junior and Senior actually just reunited. Whether this was something that was planned or not, we don't really know, but just to see them both together.
It's just brilliant. I didn't think he'd come after what he said, and I'm just so happy he turned up tonight. Father and son relationship is really, really important, and I just think that's, especially after what the Eubank family have gone through in the last few years, that's all that matters. Boxing is very secondary to it. Obviously, it's at the heart of the Eubanks and the Benns, but as Conor was saying in the press conference, the fact the two of them back together was worth the weight in gold. It was just such a great moment. It was an iconic moment, and the crowd seeing him, and then all the sort of exchanges in the ring and everyone talking to each other, and then they go and give us a 12-round war. I mean, it's just, they're extraordinary people, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, Adam, it is, I think it's like 1 or 1:30 a.m. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you at the next one. So, man, thank you very much.